Hello, everyone. As many of you know, I'm the Lower Township Republican leader, Jeff Lindsay. I'm here today with Lower Township Mayor Frank Sippel. Frank, thank you for joining me today.
Sure thing, Jeff.
Yeah, I know each year around this time that you provide a State of the Township address to the residents of Lower Township that goes over some of the projects and programs that you guys have accomplished in 2022. You have that scheduled sometime soon, right?
It's the second meeting in February.
Okay. What I'd like to do, I guess, is somewhat jumpstart that and get in before you actually provide that to everyone else. And if you would, highlight three projects or programs, things that you guys on council have accomplished in 2022 that are meaningful to you.
Okay, sure thing, Jeff. Of course, we got a lot done this year, but council made a priority to make infrastructure repair in the township a priority. So I have to say that was number one priority going to 2022. We got a lot of work done with the infrastructure in the township.
Okay. What else? What are the other two things that you want to highlight?
We had the grand opening for the Clem Mulligan Park, a brand new park in the Villas. We put 2 playgrounds for different age kids in that park. We have basketball courts, new hockey rink, concession stand, multi-purpose field, baseball field, and a walking path that's well lit for the people to get some exercise at night. And I'd say the third thing we did this year that we're all proud of, we partnered with the Cape May Regional Hospital into a program called the CARES program. And we're the only township in the county that does this. And basically what it does, unfortunately, no one's immune from the overdose epidemic we have going through the country. And in Lower Township, we have our fair share. But the way it used to be, if there was an overdose and the family member called 911, the police or ambulance would come to the house and most of the time revive the person or treat the person. And in most cases, they refuse to go to the hospital. Okay, so our ambulance and police will leave. This program, the CARES program, instead of bringing the person to the hospital, we bring the hospital to the person. So we have a response team that goes to the house. When they get there, the police, the ambulance will leave, and they'll sit there and provide resources and try to help the person overdose and the family members also.
That sounds like a really good program. That was implemented in 2022?
It was, yes.
And Lower Township, was that the first township in the county to implement that?
The first and only. We're the pilot program for the county right now, Lower Township. And I got to give credit to the Chief Lewis of the Lower Township Police Department. He's the one kind of spearhead to this program.
That sounds like a really good program. Going back to the infrastructure, and that's kind of a broad term that people use, and I know it applies to roads, applies to drainage. And here in Lower Township and being down on a peninsula, we have our fair share of water and flooding problems. Any of the infrastructure work deal with flooding or drainage?
Most of the time when we do paving the streets, we also repair the drainage pipes because they need to be replaced, although it doesn't make sense to pave it and dig it back up 10 years later. But a couple of the areas of the township had severe drainage problem. One was over in Skelliger Landing where the Lobster House area is over there. That flooded out any kind of high tides, so we replaced all the drainage there. We paved all the streets there. We also had a section in the Villas, Cloverdale Spruce area, that was flooding actually houses. It actually got up to the doorstep, and come to find out we did an engineer study. There was that outfall pipes were clogged or collapsed. Okay, so we were able to get a grant from the state of New Jersey, so we paid no taxpayer dollars to fix that. So we got a grant for about $400,000, and that paid for the repairs.
Oh, that's great. I'm familiar with that area. That's on the corner there with Bayshore Road where Bravado is, right? The coffee cafe. That's the area that flooded.
Yep, it's correct. Yep.
And you guys corrected that.
Yep, it's all fixed.
That's great.
And matter of fact, I get an email yesterday from one of the residents thanking the township council for repairing it.
Very good. And I know from working for the county how important, we get a ton of feedback about the roads and paving the roads. So is any of the projects that you guys completed here in Lower Township have to do with resurfacing of the roads?
Yes, with the MUA you're talking about?
No, for the township, some of the township roads.
For 2022?
Correct.
Yes, mostly all the infrastructure repair was paving the streets, and almost every section of the township had some work done.
Very good.
Yes.
Now, how about 2023? What things can you forecast or on the horizon that you guys are going to or want to accomplish in 2023?
Yeah, one thing is, again, infrastructure has been a priority of council since day one. We have about $6 million earmarked for the next 2 years to do some street paving. We have 14 streets identified for the paving. So that'll kick in, and like I said, when I say the $6 million is going to be forecasted for the next 2 years, that's without any tax increase. That money's being bonded, which means it's like having a car payment. You pay your car off, you buy another car. So we're always continue to bond money for infrastructure repair.
Great. And so next year in 2023 alone, there'll be 14 new paved roads in Lower Township?
That's correct.
And that will be, is it primarily in any specific area of the township or spread throughout?
It's spread throughout. We actually paid an engineer firm to come and do an assessment of all the roads in Lower Township, and they were rated 1 through 4, 4 being the worst roads. Okay, so we're hitting those 4s now. Eventually we'll get to the 3s. That's how we're going to attack this.
Oh, great. Anything else in 2023 that you want to share?
The police department is starting a brand new program, has to deal with drones. Okay, we have a drone. We sent a few officers for training to be licensed to operate these drones. That's going to be important because many times we'll have missing kids or adults, and that drone will be used to help find them. And we'll also use it for other law enforcement events that may arouse throughout the year.
Very good. Well, Frank, I appreciate you joining me. And anything else you wanna share?
I always like to talk about the Veterans Day Parade, Jeff. It's a great thing that Township's been doing. We've had 4 parades, so four Veterans Day parades. We have the Coast Guard, we have the Lower Township High School Marching Band, we have 45 piece of equipment. It's a great parade, but the most important thing is with this whole parade is remember the veterans, and we get these veterans out of the nursing homes, and sometimes they never come out except for a parade, okay? So we actually go over, we bring them to the Lower Township Veterans Day Parade, we put them in golf carts, we bring them down the street, and they wave to the public, and that makes their day, and that makes my day too. So again, that's a great time. I ask everybody always to come out and support our Veterans Day Parade.
Yeah, it's a really good event that you guys do that parade, and we've been there each year that you've had it. And was this the 3rd or 4th year that you've had it?
Yes, 4th year.
4th year, yeah. Good job with that, implementing it and getting it going, and again, celebrating those veterans.
Great.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right.